And I'm sorry, but this is where I get a little wordy. Now I'm going to be like Commissioner Yates here. Page 41, policy 9.12, and it states within the jurisdiction, wetlands located, blah, 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 agricultural estates. Anyways, it goes on to say, is this a staff report? No, Exhibit A, volume.
Which chapter? There's two numbers.
It says 2-29, and then it carries over to 2-30.
Okay.
It's on the bottom of 2-29.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, and where it says, oh heck, 9.12, within the jurisdiction, wetlands located in agricultural estates, so on and so forth. This is where I have a question. Prohibited activities include, but are not limited to, and then it says the cultivation of poultry for personal use. Say that this commission has a new direction to allow for chickens in the backyards. How will this comprehensive plan affect that?
If I may, doesn't it say that that will be allowed?
Not allowed.
Now, the large scale, this is a large scale poultry farming operation is different than the cultivation of poultry for personal use, which is, those are permitted.
Okay.
It's what we prohibited is large scale poultry farming.
Okay.
And some of these things are added because of phone calls that we get.
I just wanted to make sure because the two sentences ran in together, and I want to make it very clear that that does not prohibit. It would only prohibit a large-scale farm from coming in.
You are already allowed to have chickens in the agricultural estates. This would not need to be amended.
All right.
Fracking for oil and natural gas exploration. I need a motion to read ordinance by title only.
I'll make a motion, Mayor, to read this by title only.
Second.
I have a motion by the Vice Mayor, seconded by Commissioner Luke. Anything to that? And that passes 4-0. City Manager, excuse me.
Thank you, Mayor. This need to be read by title only first?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. City Clerk.
Thank you. Ordinance 2018-43. An ordinance of the City of Northport, Florida, amending the Unified Land Development Code of the City of Northport, Florida, prohibiting well stimulation fracking for oil and natural gas extraction by amending Chapter 14, Earth Moving, Dredging, and Fill Regulations, Article 1, General, and by creating Article 5 definitions, providing for adoption, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for coding, and providing an effective date. Thank you.
Fantastic. City Manager.
Thank you again, Mayor. This is an ordinance that you guys requested regarding fracking. It's been brought forward to the Planning and Zoning Advisory Board. I have staff here if you'd like to know more about it. I think that you probably all have a bunch of questions on this. If not, we can give you a short presentation, but I'll leave that up to you in the need for expediency if you want to just go ahead into questions, or if you'd like to see a presentation.
Well, I'll defer to the board. I mean, would you guys like to see one? I mean, I know that this was brought by the board, so we kind of have a reason.
I think for public consumption, maybe it would be wise to do a presentation, brief as it may be.
Quick presentation would be fantastic, City
Let me
Manager.
just give you a quick overview real quick. Mr. Miles, our
And it's
Neighborhood Development Services Director.
fracking. Brief enough.
There you go.
For the record, Frank Miles, Neighborhood Services Development Director. This ordinance is brought before you for first reading. The City Commission has previously adopted legislation supporting state efforts to ban the use of hydraulic fracturing or fracking. And we were directed, staff was directed to develop local legislation to address the issue, to ban that practice within the city of Northport. The proposed amendment that's before you adds language to the ULDC that will prohibit any oil or natural gas exploration that uses this type of technology within the city of Northport. Staff has reviewed this petition and found it consistent with the comprehensive plan. The city attorney has reviewed and approved the ordinance, and it also went before the Planning and Zoning Advisory Board, and they unanimously recommended approval as well.
Okay, Commissioner McDowell?
Thank you for the presentation. City Attorney, on line 96 and 97 and 98, it says no person or entity may engage in oil or natural gas exploration, blah, 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 that originates outside the corporate limits of the city of Northport. How can we as a city regulate something that happens in a different city, different county? I'm envisioning like something happening in Hardy County that would affect us because it rolls down towards us.
I think what this is referring to, if you look at number one, just to give a little bit of context, it
Okay.
says you can't do anything like this within the corporate limits of the city. And number two is you can't do anything like this that starts somewhere else but enters into or under the ground of the corporate limits. So, and I'm sure Ms. Galehouse could expand on that. A lot of fracking is done on a slant so that it might begin on property A, but then it comes underground on property B, which would still be within the corporate limits.
Oh, so
But
it's
the
like
fracking,
right,
so the fracking might occur within the city limits.
Rights aspect of
Correct.
anything.
so it may not be as far away as like Hardy County. It's just basically on the city limit line.
I'm not sure, I don't know how long those slant drills are, but
Well, I think the point is, once it hits the line, we own the mineral
Exactly.
rights to
Gotta
that, and you gotta
stop.
stop it there.
property owner owns them, right?
Yeah.
Mineral rights are property rights, just like
Right.
surface rights are.
So at the city line is where it stops, and we're not regulating what's happening outside of our city limits, it's at the city line is where it stops.
Correct.
Jurisdiction.
It doesn't quite, I don't quite read it that way, so
I
I'm glad
did.
you clarified that. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm ready to make a motion. Move to approve ordinance, move to continue ordinance 2018-43 to the second reading of, December 11th, 2018.
I'll second, but I think I'm going to have to make an amendment.
Second, anything to that, Commissioner Luke?
No.
Commissioner McDowell?
Since the motion was to continue ordinance number 2018-43, what about the text? Do we have to continue that too?
See the text. What do you
It
mean?
says petition TXT 18171. Is that,
I believe that's an internal file number that the Neighborhood Development
thank you.
Services
Okay,
uses.
I didn't know if that was a text amendment that also had to be attached to that, so, thank you.
So let's take the vote. That passes 4-0.
Thank you.
Nobody dissenting. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to move on to ordinance number 2018-40, prohibition of phosphate mining. I need a motion to read by title only.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Vice Mayor, seconded by Commissioner Luke. City Clerk.
Vote on that, please.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Geez, you guys are really nitpicky.
Sorry.
Okay, City Clerk? Oh, wait, that was approved 4-0. Go ahead.
Thank you. Ordinance number 2018-40, an ordinance of the City of Northport, Florida, amending the Unified Land Development Code of the City of Northport, Florida relating to phosphate mining by amending Chapter 14, Earth Moving, Dredging and Fill Regulations, Article 1 General, Section 14-9, Prohibited Activities, and by amending Article 5 Definition, providing for adoption, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for coding, and providing an effective date. Thank you.
Thank you, City Clerk. City Manager, and maybe we can get a 30,000-foot overview too, just like we did the last one.
Thank you, Mayor. That's exactly what we'll do. So I'll turn it back over to Mr. Miles again, so he can give you that overview.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Mayor and Commission. This item that is brought before you for first reading is a result of a couple of presentations that were given to the Commission regarding the impact of phosphate mining within the region. The ordinance that is presented here before you will add phosphate mining to a list of prohibited uses within our ULDC. As you have heard previously, there are potential impacts on the city's water supply, potential matters relating to quality, and the impact of phosphate mining on that system. This ordinance has been reviewed and has been found to be consistent with the city's comprehensive plan. The city attorney has also reviewed and approved the ordinance. It also was heard before the Planning and Zoning Advisory Board, and they also recommended approval.
Okay.
They had a 4-2 vote, correct? Thank you.
Commissioner McDowell.
Yeah, in the staff report, under background, and I'm not sure who to direct this to, if it's city attorney or staff. Under the last paragraph, under the subsection called background, it says that there's 72 properties in the city that has mineral rights. Could you help me understand what that means? And does those mineral rights then go away because we just possibly approved the fracking?
So the mineral rights, as the city attorney mentioned in the last presentation, they basically have separated those. Normally when you buy a piece of property, you own everything. The minerals above it, the air, or below it, the air above it, you own the whole thing. So on these particular properties, those mineral rights below it have been separated out and sold to a separate person. So the property owner owns their home, but someone else owns everything underneath it, basically. So there's potential, of course, with any of these ordinances for implications with those property rights. Sorry, I lost the rest of your question.
Can I?
So because we just approved first reading of that fracking ordinance, how does that play into with these mineral rights? Because we're just basically said, okay, you have mineral rights, you can't drill anyways. So how does that play in?
So in the fracking ordinance, what if it's ultimately approved, what it says is you can't drill into your mineral, you can't utilize your mineral rights and drill into them utilizing a certain method.
Right.
That's not the only method or mechanism by which to extract the different types of minerals and gases and things that could possibly be subsurface.
Fracking.
It's just one method.
Can I piggyback on that and ask these, was it 72? Are they in a group? Or are
No.
they?
No, they're scattered
They're
throughout.
scattered throughout. And are they just regular single lots, the 80 by 120?
Most of them, I'd have to go back and look at what all of them were. It's been a while since I've looked at that data, but I believe most of them were regular lots.
Okay, so even if you lumped them together, you don't have very much property.
Well, and can I just jump in and say that's at the current time. I may have mentioned a time or 1,000 that I'm from Texas. So where I grew up was on the East Texas oil field. And there, almost no one owns the surface rights and the mineral rights because you don't sell the mineral rights, you pass them down. And you'll have people who don't own anything, but they have mineral rights, just in case somebody drills for oil. So, anyone can sell their mineral rights at any time. They don't have to do it in conjunction with selling the surface rights.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So these other methods that you guys are talking about besides the fracking methods, are those methods usable and attainable for drilling on these smaller parcels? I don't know what those other methods are, and I don't know if they should probably be included with that fracking thing. I don't know.
I'd have to do more research into what other methods there are, and, you know, all the potential uses of those mineral rights. I don't know that information today. I'd have to do more research into that.
And I might add, in one of the presentations that was made by the consultants that the city obtained was, I believe, in order for a phosphate mine facility to be profitable or workable, involves thousands of acres of
16,000,
land
I believe.
in order for that to be utilized.
Crazy
So
amount of-
Single tracks would probably not be economically feasible for a phosphate mine.
Thank you.
Have no other questions? Can I get a motion?
Make a motion? Do you have another question? I'm sorry.
Statement.
Okay. I make a motion to approve and continue ordinance number 2018-40 to second reading on December 11th.
Second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Mayor, seconded by Commissioner Emmerich. Anything to the motion, Vice Mayor?
No, thank you for bringing this forward. I know that there may be some legal problems down the road, but at least we have it on the books now. So thank you.
Commissioner Emmerich? Good? Okay, let's
I
take,
have-
yep, I'm sorry, go ahead, Commissioner Lee.
The only reason that I really can go ahead and vote for this is because of what the city attorney wrote in the first line on her second page. Because banning it outright instead of putting restrictions on it, you do potentially have a legal battle. And having the business background, I protect the company that I work for from all legal ramifications. So it's something that I really looked at heavily because I want to protect the city. Do I think putting stiff regulations on it is the best way to handle this? Yes, I do. But with that being said, that first line in the second page of her writing where the state doesn't preempt us entirely from doing this, it allows me to breathe, take a breath. So I appreciate the research, city attorney, and because of that research, I can vote for the ordinance the way that it's drafted in this form instead of it just restricting.
Take a vote. And that passes 4-0. We'll move to the